degree was once considered a long-term asset, a structured investment in knowledge that could sustain relevance for decades. But today, that assumption is being challenged. The rate at which knowledge evolves, industry transforms, and technology's advances has accelerated beyond traditional education cycles. As a result of this, skills acquired at one point in time are losing value faster than before. This is not a failure of individuals, but a structural shift in how knowledge retains relevance. And the critical issue is not whether education is important, but whether static education can remain valuable in a dynamic system that we are living today. And this is where the concept of skills depreciation becomes essential. So this episode tonight examines the concept of skills depreciation within modern economics and technological systems. And the objective is to explain why skill loses value over time, and how the pace of change affects educational relevance, and why traditional degrees structures may not align with future demands in our time. It is also aimed to provide a framework for understanding how individuals can adapt by developing learning strategies that remain valuable in evolving environments that we are living. So by the end of this episode tonight, in our podcast tonight, you should understand not only why skills becomes obsolete, but how to prevent personal skill depreciation. If tonight's your first time to come across this channel, you're welcome to Brooks Insight, where we talk about human development in our night podcast. It's a pleasure to have you here. According to economics, depreciation refers to the gradual loss of value of an asset over time. So this concept traditionally applies to physical assets as well. Now it also applies to our skills and knowledge as well. As industries evolves and technologies advances, certain skills becomes less relevant or even entirely outdated. Unlike the past, when knowledge remained stable for a longer period of time, now modern systems are characterized by rapid change. And educational institutions often operate on fixed curricula, which may not update at the same pace as industry requirements. So in our environment today, this creates a gap between what is taught and what is needed. Understanding this gap is essential to understanding the skills depreciation crisis. So in tonight's episode, I explain so many reasons why our skills are depreciating in our environment that we are living today, in a rapid and in a dynamic system that we are operating today. The first reason why our skills is depreciating is what I call knowledge obsolescence rate. This explains why information expires faster than before, because the rate at which knowledge becomes outdated has increased significantly. We all see technological advancements continuously replace older methods with new ones. As a result of this, what is learned today may lose relevance within few years. This acceleration reduces the long-term value of static education, because in a fast changing world, knowledge has a shorter lifespan. Number two, is what I call technological displacement. This is why tools replaces human skills, because building on this, technology increasingly performs tasks that once required human expertise. We have seen automation and AI that has reduced the need for certain technical skills, making them less valuable in the labor market. So this create displacement where skills are no longer needed at the same level. And number 3, this is what I title as a curriculum lag effect. This explains why education system falls behind industry operating condition. So another critical factor is the delay between industry change and curriculum updates. We have seen that our educational institutions often take years to revise programs, while industries evolves rapidly. So this creates a mismatch where graduates enter the workforce with knowledge that may already be partially updated. Because when education moves slower than industry, relevance declines. And that leads me to what I call specialization risk. So another reason why our skills is losing value in our environment today, and why it will continue to lose value in the time to come, is what I call specialization risk. This explains why narrow skills lose value quickly, because specialization can increase efficiency, but it also increases risk. When a skill is highly specific, it becomes vulnerable to change. If that specific area evolves or becomes obsolete, the individual must relearn entirely new skills. So over the time, this makes narrow expertise less stable over time. And that also leads me to what I titled market demand volatility. This explains why skills value fluctuates. In the modern environment that we are living today, the value of skills is determined by demand. So as industries shift, demand for certain skills rises or falls. So this creates volatility, which a highly valuable skill today may become less valuable tomorrow. So understanding the market trends becomes essential, because skills are valuable only when they are needed. And the next one is what I called automation of cognitive tasks. This is why even thinking skills are affected as well. Previously, automation focused on physical labor. Now, AI extends into cognitive tasks such as analysis, writings, and coding. This expands the range of skills that can depreciate, increasing the need for higher level thinking abilities. So this is why some of our skills is losing value in the modern environment that we are living today. And the next one is what I title the oversupply of graduates. This explains why degrees lose signaling power. Because as more individuals obtain degrees, the uniqueness of having one decreases, because this reduces the signaling power of degrees in the job market. Employers begin to look beyond qualifications to differentiate candidates. Because when everyone has a degree, it no longer distinguishes you. And that also leads me to what I title the static learning model. This is why one-time education is no longer enough in the modern world that we are living today. So in our time that we are living today, static learning model is no longer the way out. The world we are living today only favors people that are adaptable to the modern technological systems that is operating in our time today. So for this reason, I title this particular path that static learning model is the reason why our skills are losing value, and we continue to lose value. Because traditional education often assumes that learning occurs once, followed by long-term application. But in modern society, in the environment that is dynamic today that we are living, in modern systems like the one we are operating in our time today, these models is no longer effective, because continuous learning becomes necessary to maintain relevance in our time today. Except you must be left behind. Number 9, skills have life. This is why competence declines without renewal, because the concept of skills have life refers to the time it takes for a skill to lose half its value. And you know what that means? In fast changing industries, in fast changing environments that we are living today, in fast changing systems, industrial leading systems that we are living today in our time, this period is becoming shorter, and without continuous updating, without continuous adaptability, competence declines even if individuals remain active. Because a skill not updated is a skill already declining. Number 10, adaptability gap. Adaptability gap is why some individual falls behind. This is another important dimension. Individuals who do not adjust to changes in technology or industry trends experience a widening gap between their skills and market requirement. This gap leads to reduced opportunity. So the reason for this gap is to lead you to reduction of opportunities. Number 11 is very powerful. This is what I titled learning agility. Learning agility is the reason. This explains why the ability to learn becomes the core skill. So in our time today, the ability to quickly acquire new skills and adapt to change, this becomes more important than any single skill, because it also allows individuals to remain relevant regardless of industry shift. Any individuals that lacks learning agility will be left behind in a dynamic environment that we are running today. Because in a changing world, the ability to learn is more valuable than what you know. Number 12, future proofing strategy. Future proofing strategy is what I title to explain why skill stacking and systems thinking matters. Because to address skills depreciation, individuals must adopt strategies such as skill stacking, or in the other words, combining multiple competencies, and system thinking. That means also understanding how different elements interact. So this approach creates flexibility and resilience, reducing risk of obsolescence. And finally, the skills depreciation crisis does not mean that re-education has lost its value in our time, but it means that the way education is approached must change, because degrees alone are no longer sufficient to guarantee long-term relevance. So the modern environment that we are living today, the dynamic environment that we are living today, requires continuous learning, continuous adaptability, and strategic skill development. Those who understand this shift can transform education from a one-time investment into continuous processes. And those who do not may find themselves holding qualifications that no longer aligns with the current realities. The challenge is not to avoid learning, but to learn in any way, or in a way that evolves with the system that's running in our time today. Because most valuable skills in the future is not what you know, but how fast you can adapt to what is changing. If tonight is your first time to come across this channel, you are welcome to Brooks Insight, where we talk about human development in our night podcast. It's a great time to have you.